现在我们的方案呢是第一，我们的生产已经停止了，交付也暂停了。
Zhang Xue had just created a certified viral hit. Orders were skyrocketing into the thousands, and their factory was practically printing money 24/7. But right at the peak of this massive success, Zhang Xue decided to hit the kill switch. He halted deliveries and literally threw a multi-million-dollar engine mold into the trash. Why on earth would ZX-MOTO take such a drastic, seemingly crazy step with their flagship bike, the 820RR? First, let's look at the facts. The ZX-MOTO 820RR became an overnight sensation after clinching 5 race wins in the WorldSSP Championship. For around $6,000 US, you get a 135 horsepower, 3-cylinder monster that does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.8 seconds. Performance figures like these forced rival brands like Yamaha and Ducati, which cost 3 to 4 times as much, to respect the 820RR on the racetrack. Consequently, orders surged past 7,000 units in a matter of weeks, clearing out their 6-month sales target in just 30 days. But behind the scenes, with the factory pushed to its absolute limits, 2 fatal flaws emerged. The first issue boiled down to human error caused by production fatigue. In Yinchuan, a rider suffered a severe crash after their engine experienced a catastrophic oil pressure leak. An internal investigation revealed that a rubber seal on the pressure relief valve had been installed backward during assembly. The second issue was even more serious, a design flaw in the stock oil pump system for the production version. Because the oil routing was too long, the pump lacked enough scavenge capacity. As a result, when the bike idled for too long at a red light, the engine could run dry. In a worst-case scenario, the engine could seize completely at high speeds. Instead of sweeping it under the rug, Zhang Xue took the most painful and expensive route possible. During a live stream, he announced a full recall on all delivered units, refunded customers, and scrapped the old crankcase mold to redesign it from scratch. ZX-MOTO's management owned up to the mistake, admitting they rushed the 820RR into mass production to capitalize on their WorldSSP hype, skipping thorough, long-term durability testing for everyday road use. The reality of being a brand less than 2 years old is also showing on the racetrack. After dominating the first 5 races of the season with Valentin Debise, the factory team recently had to settle for an 8th place finish at Motorland Aragon, losing out to Ducati, Yamaha, and Triumph. Aragon was uncharted territory for Zhang Xue's bike. Being their first time here, their baseline data simply wasn't as deep as established giants like Yamaha or Ducati. The engineers adjusted the gear ratios to boost corner exit acceleration, but this came at the expense of top speed. Since Aragon features a massive back straight, that drop in top speed put them under immense pressure. They fought hard through the corners, only to get draft passed down the straight. After dropping to 12th on lap 4, Debise managed to find his rhythm in the second half of the race, eventually clawing his way back to 8th. ZX-MOTO clearly has the pace and the passion, but they are still in the early stages of matching the decades of data and consistency that Japanese and European manufacturers bring to both the grid and the assembly line. However, this extreme decision to halt production while the bike was viral proves one important thing. They are willing to swallow a multi-million-dollar loss and pause their market ambitions to ensure that the bikes hitting the streets tomorrow won't jeopardize rider safety. Because at the end of the day, podium finishes won't save a brand if customer safety and quality control fail. Looking at what went down at Aragon and inside their factory, do you think ZX-MOTO is on the right track to challenge the Japanese and European establishment, or do they still have a long way to go? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.